Welcome back, everyone. Thank you for joining me. Today, I want to tell you a little bit about nepeta and how to take care of it. Joining me today is Walker's Low Catmint. Now, as you see here, it's not really all that low. The reason it's called Walker's Low is because it's lower than 6 Hills Giant, but it's a beautiful plant. Lovely smell to it, and that nice minty smell. Now, you notice on this plant itself, the blooms are starting to fade. I go over how I trim it here in a little bit. But one thing I like about nepeta, Walker's Low in particular, is how much it fills out. It has that beautiful minty smell. This is right next to where we sit, so you can watch the bees in it. You can run your hands through it and just relax. Now, I live in New England and there's a lot of ticks here. So being it has a minty smell along with other mints, the mint smell itself helps deter ticks. Now, I haven't seen any evidence of how far that range is, but my advice to you would be to, if you're going to use catmint, is to put in your main sitting areas. Like right here, it's a border between the lawn and our sitting area, just to help out a little bit. Now, catmint is a tough plant, it really is. So anywhere I've put this plant, it's thrived. I have it in shade, I have it in sun, I have it in part sun. I have it where it's, that average wet soil to dry. The only place I have not seen this plant thrive is in really wet soil. It just didn't like it at all. It grew, but not like it should. It prefers sun, but I do have it in, I'm breaking the rule here. I have it in north facing bed, but you know what? That soil I think is more on the drier end, so that's why it's doing so well there. I will say, if you're looking for a wildlife garden, this is a great plant to have. I watched the hummingbirds feed on it. All kinds of bees. And it's a great plant to have, it really is. And no matter what plant you stick with, it just goes with the plant, it really does. All right, everyone, I'm gonna go into a little bit of maintenance of how to maintain your catmint. Now, what I do, whether it be Walker's Low or any other catmint, I spread everything back. I try to find new growth. I have a little bit of new growth here. It's a little bit further down. I just dig through it, see where the majority of the new growth is. I have new growth here, new growth here. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and trim this plant back, and that'll give me more blooms that'll bloom throughout the fall. And another maintenance tip is every 2 to 3 years, depending how your plant's looking, typically I do it every 3, is I'll lift the plant and then I'll divide it. And that just helps maintain your catmint for a lot longer period of time. And trimming your catmint, it's super simple. What I do is, like I said, I find where all the new growth is. Like this one's probably, this is a little bit longer than the ones down here in the center. It's probably, I would say, about 12 inches down from the main stalk. But all I really do, it's like giving a big old haircut. Is I literally just take the plant, grab it roughly right where I saw all that new growth. I know it looks a little barbaric, but it does work. And I just cut. I'm using scissors here just for the fact that I could not find anything from my garden, but it does cut through just fine. And just go ahead and slowly snip everything out. You see all that new growth down below? You don't have to go too crazy. I'm gonna go ahead to here in the back and do the same thing. Just grab a handful. Start cutting. And this plant will do just fine. Like I said, they're hardy. And they do thrive on a little bit of abuse, just like most plants. Now, give it a couple weeks and it'll start growing back and get some nice blooms. I have more catmint to prune, but that, my friends, is how you trim back your catmint. That's it, everyone. I hope you learned something, enjoyed that video, and I really do hope you give nepeta, aka catmint, a try. It's a great plant to have in your garden. There's many cultivars out there besides Walker's Low. There's even a yellow one out there. It's fairly uncommon, but catmint is a great plant to have. So I do hope you really give it a try. And until next time, bye-bye.